Hey guys, so now that GIC rates are starting to fall slightly, is it still a good idea to invest in GICs? Right now, we are seeing GIC rates hover at around 5 to 5.2%, which is definitely lower than the rates we got last year. Towards the end of 2023, we saw GIC rates peak at about 6%, which is definitely unprecedented during this past decade. That being said, with the highest GIC rates right now at about 5.2%, should you invest in a GIC? Now, if you're not exactly sure what GICs are, they're essentially guaranteed investments where you set aside a certain amount of money with the bank, and after a set term, they will pay you back your original investment as well as interest at the end of the term. So for example, if you buy $10,000 worth of 1-year GICs at 5% term, well, after 1 year, the bank will give you back $10,000 principal as well as $500 interest. Furthermore, GICs are by law protected up to $100,000 from the CDIC. So if anything happens to the bank, the bank goes under or defaults, your money will at least be safe. Well, at least up to $100,000. So GICs are definitely one of the safest options to invest in Canada. You don't need to ride the ups and downs of the stock market. In fact, for example, my stock portfolio goes up and down a couple $1,000s a day. The larger your portfolio in the market, the bigger the swings. In fact, just last week, Donald Trump talked some smack to China about Taiwan, and my portfolio went down by $8,000 in 4 hours, which, it's a lot of money to be losing in half a day. Guys, I'm editing my video right now and my stock portfolio went down by $8,000 today. Like, oh my fucking god, what the Alright, I don't have any anger issues, but I don't know what the the stock market is doing. I just want to retire young. Is that too hard to ask for?
Yes.
Shut up, you're supposed to be on my team! Well, with GICs, Donald Trump can talk all the smack. In fact, he can smack Stormy Daniels again and your GICs will still be safe. Actually, he can start World War III and your money will still be safe. In fact, you're getting interest, so that's a positive. How about some of the negatives of GICs? Since no investments are technically risk-free, what are some of the risks of GICs? First of all, GICs are only insured up to $100,000 from the CDIC. CDIC stands for Canadian Deposit Insurance Corporation. Here's a couple of misunderstandings. Is it just me? Because I always feel like I get tongue twisted. Anyways, first of all, that $100,000 insured by the CDIC for your GICs include your principal as well as your interest earned. So say your bank fails and you bought a GIC for exactly $100,000. You're only going to be insured up to $100,000 and anything extra, the interest, that's not insured. So to guarantee that your entire GIC is insured, you want to make sure that your principal as well as your interest earned is less than $100,000. Wait, what if you have more than $100,000? Say $300,000 you want to invest in GICs. How do you get full CDIC coverage for $300,000? Well, you can't do that with one issuer because they only have a maximum coverage of $100,000. So the plan is to split into different issuers. So for $300,000, perhaps split into 4 different issuers. So $75,000 each to make sure that you have $300,000 insured by the CDIC. So perhaps $75,000 at EQ Bank, $75,000 at Scotiabank, $75,000 at BMO, $75,000 at RBC. Now here's the thing, some banks offer GICs from different issuers or entities. Now don't quote me on this, but it seems like a bank like TD Bank might have GIC offerings from TD Mortgage, TD Bank, TD Trust, and several other issuers. Now the exact name of those issuers might be different, but it is possible to invest several $100,000 in GICs with one bank and get full CDIC coverage. That's if the bank offers GICs from different issuers. Now another risk for some GICs is that they're not liquid. In fact, a majority of the GICs in the market are not redeemable. That's because non-redeemable GICs offer the highest interest rates in the market. And if you're going with a non-redeemable or non-cashable GIC and stuff happens and you need your money, well, now you can't take your money out because your money's stuck in a GIC. Now, there's another type of GIC which is the redeemable GIC. This is the type of GIC, as the name suggests, you can cash it out at any time. However, they offer much lower rates than non-redeemable GICs. Personally, I'm not a big fan of redeemable or cashable GICs because right now, high interest savings accounts has higher interest rates than redeemable GICs. So for me, there's really no point of getting those redeemable GICs. And as you can imagine, the most popular GICs in Canada are the non-redeemable ones because, you know, the interest rates are a lot higher. So the strategy that people came up with to mitigate the risk of not having your money tied to your GIC is using the step method. What that means is you buy GICs with different terms. So for example, let's say you have $20,000 you want to invest in GICs. The step method tells you to invest $5,000 in 1-year GICs, $5,000 in 2-year GICs, $5,000 in 3-year GICs, and finally another $5,000 in 4-year GICs. What that means is you'll have GICs maturing at different time periods, which technically ensures that you'll have cash in case of emergency. Or another step method strategy is to buy GICs at different times. So $5,000 invested in 1-year GIC today and another $5,000 invested 3 months later and so on. Here's the thing, personally I feel like the step method is actually a lot of work. However, you know what's actually also a lot of work but gives you more interest rates and flexibility? Chasing high interest rate promotional offers. And look, personally I don't chase promotional offers, but once in a while a bank like Simply or Tangerine will offer insanely high interest rates for their new or existing customers. For example, a couple months ago, I got an offer from Simply for 5.75%, and that's for their high interest savings account, and I'm an existing customer, which means they're offering more interest rates than 1-year GICs, and it's more flexible. So if you're going to spend so much work buying GICs using the step method, why not chase high interest savings accounts promotional offers? Because a lot of times they offer more interest rates and your money's more flexible. Now, the third risk of a GIC is inflation. Say you invest in a 2-year GIC for 5%. What if the inflation suddenly hits 10% in the next 2 years? Well, suddenly your GIC lost value. Here's the thing, in the long run, GICs will never beat inflation. At most, it matches inflation and protects your money against inflation. But you know, the inflation numbers varies wildly. So if the inflation number suddenly rises, GICs can actually devalue your investment and cause you to lose money. And the last disadvantage of GICs is the opportunity cost. You ever wonder to yourself how the rich people actually get richer? Well, part of it is because they buy when the stock market crashes. And then when the stock market rebounds, they'll be even richer. But when your money's stuck in a GIC, you can't invest in the market when it crashes. So personally, what's my suggestion on GICs? Here's the thing, there's just too many restrictions on GICs to make them a worthwhile investment. The highest GIC offerings right now are 1-year GICs at 5.2%. Now let's look at the highest high interest savings accounts in Canada right now. Wealthsimple and Coho both offer 5% interest rates for their high interest savings account. And plus, Wealthsimple insures your money up to $300,000 with CDIC. Now you might be saying 5.2% interest rates for GICs right now is still higher than what Coho and Wealthsimple offers at 5%. But here's the thing, there's a lot of promotional offers right now for high interest savings account that's offering way more than 5.2%. Now I just mentioned that Simply Financial offered me 5.75% for 3 months. Tangerine offers similar interest rates once in a while as well. So if you're considering GICs, might as well look into promotional offers for high interest savings accounts and chase those promotions. Now I know a lot of people online say that the guaranteed return for GICs right now is very good. However, GICs are just not flexible, and for me, they're just not worthwhile investments. And plus, when you're young, you want to invest your money in the market, like the S&P 500. Now, I know it's more risky, but historically speaking, it gives you the best chance for a comfortable retirement. I mean, 5.2% return for GICs right now is cool, but let's be honest, it's hard to retire in 30 years if you're just getting 5.2% annually. Anyways, that's it for today. What do you think about GICs? Leave it in the comments down below. And if you learned something from the video, consider a like and sub. As always, I make personal finance tips for Canadians in my long form content and financial comedy in my shorts. And oh yeah, check out my Twitch if you want to live chat with me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.